Welcome to this week's yoga. Thank you for joining me again. Let's take a moment to settle ourselves on the mat and welcome ourselves to this practice. A time where we get to unwind a bit. Begin by feeling the weight in the body, letting the spine be tall. Then begin to deepen your breath a bit. Coming to our Pranayama practice, our breath practice. Helping center our attention around the breath. Feel the breath at the nares. Feeling the coolness of the in-breath. And the warmth of the exhale. Moving the attention inward to the third eye and feeling the breath as it enters in to the sinuses. And the exhale as it leaves the body. Now coming to the back of the throat and feeling the breath swirl there on the inhale and the exhale. Then letting the attention move down into the windpipe, feeling the breath as it enters into the upper part of the lungs. Then bringing the attention into the lungs themselves, these large, wet organs, as they fill with air and exchange the air. Feeling now into the belly as the diaphragm pushes the belly out as it fills with the air. The lungs fill, the diaphragm flattens and pushes the belly full. On the exhale, drawing the belly back in. Continuing this nice full breath pattern. I'm going to hold the breath for a moment. So emptying out at the end of the exhale, take a nice full breath in and hold at the top by pushing the back of the tongue against the roof of the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Fill again. Hold. And release. Notice when your breath is full at the top and you're holding, see if you can let the shoulders down and relax. Let the breath almost feel like it's exhaling, but it's blocked by the back of the tongue. At the end of your next exhale, inhale to fullness. And release. Inhale to fullness. And release. returning to the native breath. Bringing the attention over the heart and checking in with the emotional body, that felt sense. What is the feeling tone in this moment? Whatever you find, bringing a bit of kindness to that experience. Perhaps placing your hand on your heart as a gesture of support. And now let's set an intention for practice. What brought you to practice? And can you deepen that intention just a bit? Whether it be for presence or a sense of joy. Holding that intention for a moment. And then let's begin our physical practice by dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder, beginning to stretch out the neck as you nod the head just a bit. And then bring the chin towards the chest. And then the left ear over the left shoulder. Gently working your way back and forth, stretching out any part of the neck that needs attention. Raise the crown up and draw the shoulders forward, up towards the ears, and down the back. Welcome to yoga. Let's bring our hands to the heart, pressing them together. We'll exhale here. Inhale, bring the elbows together and bloom a lotus as you fill the back body. Exhale, Namaste. Inhale, bloom the lotus. Exhale, Namaste. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, let the arms come out wide. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, home. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rainbow. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, home. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rainbow. Inhale, reach it out into a T. Drop the right hand to the mat, pressing firmly in that mat to keep the left hip down, and then sweep over in a side bend. Inhale through the center, and exhale, taking that move on the other side. Inhale through the center, exhale, side bend. Staying in the side bend and filling the ribs with the breath. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale, drop the hand, flowing over. Inhale, fill the ribs. Exhale, release. Inhale, coming through center. Bring the hands behind you, dropping them down onto your palms. Lift through the heart a little. And then sweep that left hand all the way over to the right in a twist. Inhale, bringing that hand back. And now sweep the right hand over to the left. And back. Once more on each side. And inhale back to the center. Let's come on over onto our hands and knees, and we'll begin a little movement. So bring your hands underneath your shoulder points and your knees underneath the hips. And we're going to take a cheetah pose, okay? So we'll start by just rocking the pelvis only, and then we'll try and carry that through the spine until you feel a sense of like being a cheetah on the plane running. So starting with just the pelvic bowl rocking, and then let it come through the spine. The elbows come down towards the earth like you're pouncing. Let the spine come up. As you're warming up the spine. And slowing. And coming to tabletop, and then taking a C-spine as you look over the left shoulder towards the left hip. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Now tuck the toes. Walk the hands back a little and bring the heels close together. Press into the hands as you stretch out the soles of the feet. Untuck the toes. Walk the hands back and lift through the front of the knees. And then back, hands down, tuck the toes, and get a soul stretch. Coming up on your heels just a bit. We'll come into a side plank using a block. We want to have the left hip unflexed or open. So we'll use the block to rest our hand on, and then open into that side plank, extending that right heel out. Squeeze the glute on the left, lifting through that arm. Reach that right arm over the ear. Lengthen up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Bringing that attention now to the heel. Keeping the left glute squeezed, lift the right heel off the mat just a bit. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Now plant that right heel on the mat. Push off the left hand and come into gate pose. Lifting through that left hand and side bend over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. One more time, reach. And side bend. And gently working your way back into a pillar position. We'll take that side plank on the other side. So now squeezing the glute on the right, so that hip flexor stays open. And plant the hand down on a block. Lift up through that left hand. Exhale over the ear. Inhale up. Exhale over. Keep squeezing the glute. Keep the core strong. Now leave the left hand reaching for the sky and float and lower the heel just a bit. Land the left heel and switch over into gate posture, reaching up through the right arm. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, release. And setting your block aside, bring your hands, one hand print forward, and drop the hips towards the mat with a glute squeeze in this modified up dog. Exhale, push the hips back in a child pose as you claw still at the mat, stretching out from tailbone through fingertips. Inhale, forward squeeze and lift the heart a bit. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. This time, tuck the toes, push back to down dog. Inhale, float to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, push back to child. Inhale, floating forward, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, tuck the toes, push to down dog. Inhale, float forward. Exhale, drop the knees, push back to child. Inhale, floating forward, squeeze those glutes, lift through the heart. Tuck the toes. Exhale, pausing in down dog. Drop the left heel towards the mat, even lifting the right foot off so you get a nice, good stretch in the back of that calf. And then switch to the other side, really pushing that heel down towards the mat. Then bring your attention to your fingers, spread them nice and wide, and bear weight at the base of the thumb and the first two fingers. Little bend in the knees as the chest comes towards the thighs, lengthening out through that tailbone, and then slowly dropping the heels, downward facing dog. Then walk the feet towards the hands to a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Feel the crown reaching forward. Tailbone reaching back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel the inner thighs spinning backwards. Heels grounded and pushing away from each other. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Shoulder blades drawn down the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come out into a wide stance. We're going to start in a star posture, and we'll take a little crisscross with the star. So reaching the hands out to the side, heels are out a little further than the toes. And on the exhale, we'll twist and cross. So you can come just to the knee is fine. Or if you're comfortable going a little further down the leg, all the way to the foot is also acceptable. Find what works for you. Finding the breath here. Exhale. Exhale. And exhale. Follow your breath. And pausing, bringing the hands to the hips and bringing the feet back together. Remembering this practice is your practice. So always doing what works in your body. Keep listening in to what's happening in your body so you know that this practice is working for you. I'm giving instructions based on what I'm experiencing in my body, but it might not be right for you today. Always listening in to the wisdom of your body really helps you do the best at caring for it. There's a millennia of evolution that has helped develop the wisdom in our bodies. We want to put that to good use. Okay, coming to the top of your mat, standing in mountain posture. Feel the heels landing, stacking the joints. We'll inhale to tall mountain. Take some side bends here, so get nice and tall as you can, and exhale off to the left. Inhale center, exhale right. Follow the breath. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, release the grip, and exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, and step back on the right, bringing the right knee down to the mat. We'll let the hips come towards that left heel, opening that right hip flexor. Raise the arms up in that modified warrior one. Bring the right hand to the left knee and sweep the left arm open in a twist. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold and frame the foot. Walk the hands back. Leave the toes there for a moment. Press that heel into the mat, getting a bit of a hamstring stretch here. And then draw the toes back, getting a more intense hamstring stretch. And then walking the hands forward to frame the foot, tuck the back toes, coming to runner's lunge. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And we'll take our flow here, dropping knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Come to down dog. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Runner's lunge, and I want to move to an active pyramid here. An active pigeon. So I'm placing my right hand on the block and heel-toeing the left foot over. So I can drop that shin parallel with the front edge of the mat towards the mat. We want to have a nice stretch in the outer right hip. So just drawing a little circle with the right knee and breathing till I feel that stretch happening. There's always the option to bring the back knee down if that works better for you. You can also use 2 blocks, one on each hand. These props can be very helpful. Heel toe the right foot back into the lunge position. And on the exhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, lift. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now let's take these moves on the other side. Finding your mountain. Inhale, reaching up. Nice and tall as you can be. Exhale, side bend. Inhale and exhale. 3 times. So good for the spine. Release the hands. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step back on the left, lowering the left knee. And let the hips drop towards that right heel. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stretching that psoas just a bit. Bring the left hand to the right knee and sweep the right arm back in that twist. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, frame the foot. Walk the hands back. Press that right right heel into the mat, stretching, and then draw the toes back, intensifying that stretch in the back of the calf and the hamstring. Walk the hands forward. Tuck the back toes, coming to your runner's lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And we'll take our flow here. Your plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Draw the elbows in. Inhale, lift into cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, sweep that left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Plant the hand on the block on the left and heel toe that left foot over into that active pigeon position. And my two hips are very different, so one knee does not get as low on one side as it does on the other. So just work with your body just as it is, appreciating the differences from side to side and always working towards symmetry. Breathing with this stretch now. Surfing the stretch. Backing away from pain. Heel toe back into that lunge position. And on the exhale, bring the right foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, let's begin here in Surya Namaskara C. Standing at the top of your mat, landing your weight in your heels. Find your tall mountain. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, float the arms down. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step back on the right. Land the right foot. Untuck the toes. Toes go directly back. We don't want to have the foot sickling. We want it coming back. And then raise the hands up as the hips lower towards that front heel. As they do that, you open the psoas up. And lift and breathe. Bring the hands down to the mat. Walk the hands back, stretching the back of the left leg. Drill the heel into the mat. And then slowly draw the toes back, intensifying that hamstring stretch. Walk the hands forward, tuck your toes, runner's lunge. Push the feet away from each other. Bring the block to the inside of the left foot and push back in pyramid. Draw the left hip back, lengthen out through that hamstring as you soften the body over the forward leg. Bring the left knee right over the ankle. Raise up in crescent lunge. Drop the right heel, toes off to 2 o'clock. Interlace the fingertips, warrior one. Drop the body a little away from that right hip, opening that psoas. And exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. We'll take a little flow here, or skipping, your choice. Drop your knees, your chest and your chin. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the right heel. Bring it forward between the hands. Leave the left hand down and take your dragonfly twist. Right hand to the sky. Lift in the back of the left leg. Right hand comes down. Step forward. Forward fold. Inhale. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, sweep to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Reposition your mountain and we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, feel the arms floating up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, step back on the left. Untuck the toes and sweep up into your modified warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the foot. Walk the hands back. Drive the heel into the mat. And draw the toes back. A bit of a hurdler's stretch here. Walk the hands forward, frame the foot, tuck the toes, runner's lunge. Bring the block in for pyramid. Draw that right hip back to really lengthen out through that hamstring, and then fold the body over. This can intensify as you surf the stretch. Listen to your body. Bring your attention inside to the muscle. Slowly softening. Surfing the stretch, backing away from pain. Bring the right knee over the ankle and rise up into your crescent lunge. Drop the right heel, toes to 10 o'clock. Warrior one on this side and lean just a little away from that left hip, opening the psoas on this side. And gently releasing the hands, framing the foot, setting your block off to the side. Come to plank, taking or skipping your flow. We all meet in down dog. Inhale the left heel up or the toe up, and then bring that foot right forward between the hands. Leave the right hand down, left hand goes to the sky, dragonfly twist. Exhale, bring the hand to the mat, and bring the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Okay, we'll come to our next flow series, a B series. Sun Salutation B, where we'll include a little bit of a chair. Okay, not a little bit of a chair, a real chair. Okay, land in your heels, stack the joints, reach up through the crown of the head and find that Ujjayi breath. Narrow the throat by taking the tongue up towards the soft palate and lengthening out your exhales. This really powers up your poses and improves your oxygen saturation. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sweep them back and into your chair. 2 to 3 breaths here. Land the weight in the heels, pushing them away from each other. Light up the back of the legs. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back to our plank. Taking our flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, push to down dog. Inhale the left heel or the toes and bring this foot forward between the hands. The right toes are going off to 2 o'clock. We'll rise into warrior one. Interlace the fingers, lean away a bit. We've been here before. Feel the stretch in this posture. This time release the hands and move the fingers over one position, almost like you're holding someone else's hand. Broaden across the collarbones. Engage the core with each exhale. Pubic bone to tailbone and navel to the spine. With your next exhale, we'll fold to the inside of the left thigh. Release the fingers. Bring the hands to the block on the inside of your left leg. Lift the right heel and then draw the left hip way back, coming to our pyramid pose. You can put a little pressure into this block, and then you can slowly soften over that forward knee. Use the breath to surf this stretch, backing away from pain, but intensifying the stretch so you lengthen the muscles. With gentleness and attention, you can bring a lot of length to the muscles. Bringing the left knee forward, walk the hands over the block, tripod the hands out, coming to a forward standing split. Bring the block into the hand out on a diagonal and open up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So stack the hips, flex the toes, lift the right hand to the sky. 1 or 2 breaths here. Option to sweep the foot into the hand and get a bit of a quad stretch here. Holding a focus point so that you're as steady as you can be, releasing that back hand, the back foot. Come down to runner's lunge, and then plant the toes in 2 lanes of traffic. Push the feet away from each other and rise up into a crescent lunge. Bring the arms into cactus and lower the back knee, almost till it touches the earth. And then inhale here, and then on the exhale coming up, float over the forward thigh, arms back in airplane. Inhale, back to cactus arms, drop the knee. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, cactus arms, drop the knee. Exhale, airplane. Bring the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right and take your flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. One or 2 breaths in down dog. And then we'll continue the same practice on the other side. Inhale, raise the right foot. Bring that foot forward between the hands. Toes on the left, point off to 10 o'clock. Gently rise. Warrior 1. Interlace temple fingers. Lean away from the left hip. Keep the footing strong. Push the feet away from each other. Reach up for the sky, shoulder blades down. Release the hands. Let them come behind the sacrum. And then draw the shoulder blades together and down, broaden across the collarbone. Engage through the core. The hips come down just a little bit, but keep that right knee right over the ankle. Fold in our humble warrior with the next exhale. Release the hands to the block on the inside of that right foot. Lift the back heel, set it out so it's back at 6 o'clock. And then draw the right hip back, coming to your pyramid pose on this side. You don't have to have the block, but I find for a lot of people it's helpful if they can push into the block. Then folding at the hip, gently over that forward leg, a micro bend in the knee. Bring your attention into that hamstring. Speak with the hamstring, gently letting it stretch as you exhale. Lift and soften with the inhale. Backing away from any pain. Gently bringing the knee forward, and then walk the hands over into a tripod, coming to that forward standing split. Really lift up out of that right hip. Taking the block out in a diagonal from the right foot. Open into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon posture. Stacking the hips and opening the heart to the side wall. And breathing. This is where it's helpful to have a hard floor surface to work off of. It improves balance. Sweep the left foot into the hand if you're going for a quad stretch here. Releasing the back foot, coming out to runner's lunge. 2 lanes of traffic, and the feet press away from each other as you rise up to your crescent lunge. We're going to come to cactus arms and drop the knee almost to the mat, lift through the heart, and then on the exhale, we'll land over the thigh, airplane arms. Inhale, cactus arms, drop the knee. Exhale back. Inhale, open. Exhale back. Bring the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. My legs are tired. It's good to have our final flow here. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into up dog or cobra, and exhale to downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. Really hot out on the mat. With the next inhale, take the gaze between the thumbs, and on the exhale, hop or step forward to forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen and strengthen that back. Exhale, soften, drop the hips, sweep the hands behind you, rise up to your chair. Push the heels away, breathe. Bring the hands to the heart and splash out of the water. And release. And now we'll get ready for a little bit of our core practice. So coming to a mountain posture, we'll come down to our mat. So inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step out for plank. Plank is a posture that I couldn't do when I first started yoga. So things change with practice, don't they? Bearing weight in the thumb and the first 2 fingers, a little lift in the hips. Find your breath. Lengthen through the crown. Find the breath in the core, in the ribs. Exhale, draw it into the spine. If and when you become tired, which you will become tired at some point, drop the knees or raise the hips, one or the other. Really try and burn out those core muscles just a bit. Really ups your strength. Pushing the hands and feet away from each other. Little softness in the elbows. And I'm pushing my hips up. Surrender, downward facing dog. Breathe. Taking a few more breaths here, or coming down into forearm plank if you'd rather. If you have wrist issues, forearm plank is more comfortable. Again, reaching the crown forward, the heels back. Find that line of energy through the body, through the spine. The legs are an extension of the spine. Breathing. Bring the tension through the breath. And bringing the knees down and pushing the hips up over the knees, forehead to the mat, cleansing breath. Gently bring yourself forward, unfolding on the mat, and place the hands directly underneath the forehead. Fold the knees and windshield wiper the heels. And letting the feet softly fall out to the corners of the mat, resting in a Makarasana, crocodile pose. Refreshing the breath. When you're ready, bring your hands underneath your shoulder points. Lift up and walk the body through the arms. And come back onto your hips. And then onto your elbows. And do a little bit of a core practice here. When you're down on your elbows, see if you can lengthen that spine. So don't let the shoulders come up like this and your chest sink, but lift through the heart. Lengthen through the crown. Then see if you can float the shins up. Just pretend you're digging some sand with your toes and pushing it off. Breathe with it. And then taking a bit of a break by lowering the shoulder blades down and the knees in and just rocking back and forth. And let's plant the elbows in, knees in tabletop. Let them go back and forth with the breath. Inhale as you drop the knees off. Exhale. Bring them through center. Put some weight into the elbows to balance, counterbalance the weight of the legs. Twice more to each side. Bring the knees in again for a little rest, cleansing breath. Drop the heels to the mat. We'll prepare for bridge. Roll the shoulders under just a bit. Lift and spread the toes. Bring the attention now to your small of your back. That little space right underneath the spine. On the exhale, see if you can press the navel right down towards the spine. Right to the mat. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push it down. Once more. And exhale. This time we'll roll up into a bridge. Inhale, fill. Exhale, roll that spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting into your bridge. Shoulders can tuck under a little. Squeeze in the glutes. The thighs have a spear-like energy right to the knees and out to the wall in front of you. Draw those knees a little bit together and breathing. Engage the pelvic floor. Lift the chin a little to keep the neck comfortable. Now as you unroll the spine, do that vertebrae by vertebrae. You may want to come up onto your heels or onto your toes, off your heels, as you lower the small of the back to the mat. All the way down. Plant the hands underneath the sacrum. Let the toes go out at 45 and horizontal scissor kick. Bring them in. Inhale them out. Inhale them out. Exhale them home. Follow your breath. Horizontal scissor kick. See if you can slow it down a bit. Staying peaceful, even with the hard work. Plant the heels again behind the hips. We'll come back up into a bridge. Exhale, push the spine down. With the next exhale, roll up. Bring all your weight to your left foot. Let the right heel go to the wall in front of you. Breathing. Third breath brings the toe to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Plant the weight in both heels. Little squeeze in the glutes. Bring the weight to the right heel. Left heel goes out. Sweep the toes up. And bring the foot down. Squeeze through the glutes. 1 or 2 more breaths. Gently unroll the spine towards the earth. All the way down, bringing the tailbone to the heels. Bring the knees in and draw some circles with the knees. First in one direction and then the other. Bring the hands to the shins. Let the knees come apart just a little bit. Rocking left and right. You can catch yourself with your elbows if you'd like. Bringing the hands through the legs, holding onto the toes. Raise the heels up to the sky for happy baby, your joyful baby. Finding all 4 corners of your back on the mat. Breathing. May want to stretch through the back of the legs a bit. Gently releasing those toes, finding your block. We'll take Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. Bridge the hips up, slide the block underneath. Float the knees up over the hips. When you're ready, let the heels float to the sky. Let the body become heavy. option to let the heels drift away from each other with a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. With the next exhale, let the heels come back together. And the next exhale brings the knees towards the chest. And then holding onto your left knee, let the right heel go long, drifting towards the earth to open the right hip flexor, and the left knee can come out a little bit to the left. Both knees back to the chest, rolled onto the right knee, let the left heel go long, open that hip flexor, and then let the right knee come a bit off to the open to the right. Both knees back into the chest, drop the heels towards the earth, soles feet together, let the knees drift a bit apart, hands and arms in cactus. And just rock the sacrum on the block as the knees reach for the corner of the room. Letting go. Feels so good to let go. But sometimes it can be a challenge to let go. Check in with your energy. Can you use an exhale to let go just a bit more? Bring the knees back together. Bear a little weight in the heels. Push the hips up off the block. Set the block aside. We'll take our final posture here with a long spinal twist. Move the hips a little bit to the left on the mat. Let the right heel go long, the left knee into the left hand. Draw it across the body, almost like you're bringing it up towards the armpit. And reach the left arm up with the gaze and back towards the back corner of the room. See if you can let those shoulder blades reach towards the earth. And then find the breath. Use the exhales to open into this twist. You can let the toes stretch out if you'd like to. Feel the space. Stretch across the chest wall into that arm. Gently lift the left knee back through center. Move the hips over to the right. Left leg goes long. Right knee is taken into the left hand. And we'll take this posture now on the other side. Breathing with it. Letting the spine softly twist and stretch all the way into the arm. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Slide the left hand underneath the knee. Gently bringing yourself through center. And begin to prepare yourself for Savasana, our final resting posture.
Begin to prepare the body for Savasana. Use anything that increases your capacity to let go and rest. Deep rest is very healing. Blocks can support the thigh bones to keep the lower back comfortable. towel under the neck or head, socks on the feet. Remember, this is for you. Let the arms and legs fall away from the body. The earth is yours. Take all the space you need. Take a full breath in and release. Then soften into your body. Lengthen the neck. Soften the face, eyes, jaw, throat. Open and receptive to the fullness of this moment. Receive each musical note as it drops onto your ears, sweetly echoing through the body and heart. Yield the flesh of your body to gravity, softening like a body of water. Feel your bones resting heavily in the softening flesh, growing heavier with each exhale. The atmosphere is all around you. You easily receive each nourishing breath. With each exhale, feel the weight of the front body relax and release. Soften into the body, sensing all the life that is here, tingling, bubbling, vibrating or stillness. Feeling and noting the life right here, open and receptive.
Begin to deepen your breath. Take a moment to revisit your intention. And rejoice if you have met your intention. And if you have not, you can rejoice because you've noticed how you've missed your aim. And you can bring kindness to that and refresh your aim. Bring the hands to the heart for a moment. Finding a little movement in the hands and feet. And taking a bit of a stretch if that feels good in the body. Draw the knees into the chest. Bring a little comfort to the low back. Rolling off to one side or the other. Gently bring yourself into a seated posture to close our practice time together. Thank you, friends, for sharing practice with me, even in this online setting. May you know peace. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Hope you have a beautiful week. Miss you guys. Don't forget to like the videos or write me a comment or send me an email to let me know how you're working with practice at home. Take care. Bye-bye.